Hey guys, Epicenter Brian here. Hey, I'm going to show you a little project I'm doing. I'm going to convert this microphone into a desk lamp. So a friend of mine gave me this mic. It wasn't working, and it turned out it needed a new cartridge in there. It's about 60 bucks. And he said he didn't want to do that, and said just go ahead and keep it, do something with it. So I've decided not to repair it. It's really not a great microphone. It looks really cool. It looks really old, but it's not. It's a reissue. It's made by Shure. And so anyway, I'm going to gut this, and I'm going to put some LED lighting in there. And I've got a couple of cool little cartridges here that have little filaments in it. And it puts out light in all directions. So that's going to work really well. And I'm going to take out the foam that's in here, and I'm going to do a little bit of paper mache kind of thing on the inside with rice paper. So it's going to look really nice. It'll have a good glow to it. And on the bottom where that XLR connector is, I'm going to replace that with something I'm going to print on my 3D printer, and then I'll be able to just plug in a 12-volt power supply connector right there. So anyway, I'm going to open this up right now and we'll get started on this project. Here are the parts that came out. This is the bad cartridge. I'm going to be reusing that switch and the switch plate. Of course, this part here as well. This is the part that I'm going to design up a replacement and print on my 3D printer. And here are the grills, and you can see the foam came out really nice, and I ran that through a ultrasonic cleaner over here. So anyway, that's where the paper mache is going to happen, and I think this is going to work out really well. So the rice paper has not arrived yet. I've got the little circuit board built up, and there are the two LED light assemblies. I'm going to hook this up to power so you can see how bright this is going to be. I may have to rethink this. This is really bright. I may only need one of these. That's how much power it's using. 200 milliamps at 12 volts. And that's how bright that little sucker is. Wow. Lights up a room pretty well, doesn't it? The rice paper came. I tried the paper mache idea, and I just didn't like it. This is what it looked like. And you can see that it was very blotchy looking. That's because this was made with a whole bunch of small pieces and all glued into one piece inside of the grill. Anyway, I went ahead and took this, flattened it out, and made a pattern. And this is two pieces of rice paper. And you can see that that looks a lot better. But I still was going to have to deal with, gluing the corners. And so I was afraid that it was kind of look like that other one. So I came up with something that worked out much better. And let's look at this. This is a piece of material from a padded mailing envelope. And look at how nice that looks. Okay, so what I did was I went ahead and I used three pieces inside of here, one big one from side to side, and then another one that was trimmed, and this is what it looks like. Actually looks really, really nice. So for the back, I used another piece, but you notice that I left two of those slots open so that air could flow, and that looks really good too. So anyway, I'm about to wire this up. One other thing I decided not to do was I decided not to replace the XLR connector. I'm going to go ahead and just set this up with power going through this connector instead. So I'm just going to put an XLR connector on the power supply. Alright, well, I'm going to start wiring this up, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, here's the update. It's all wired up. That's what it looks like inside. Hit the power, and there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and get the cover installed and then put this on a mic stand, and I'll show you what it looks like. And here is the finished project, and it definitely looks cooler in person. Doesn't show up very well on this camera, but you'll get the idea. And now I have to find a different stand that's a little sexier. But I'm pretty happy with that. I think that that turned out pretty well. All right, well, for the epicenter.com, I'm Epicenter Brian, signing out.